right. Hello, all.
Hello, friend.
Hello.
Don't all talk at
Hello.
once here.
Oh gosh.
Hello.
Hello.
Mic check.
Mic check. Hi.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
I can hear you guys.
Fantastic.
Hi, the gang's all here. Should we introduce ourselves every time? I never know what to do.
I think so.
Okay.
I'm Mana. What order are we?
I don't know. How about we do Mana, Lemur, and then I'll go last.
Okay.
What up? I'm Mana, your resident gremlin. I don't know what to call myself. Alien from another planet. Take it away, Lemur.
Hi, my name is Lemur. My pronouns are she, her. And if I could have any superpower currently, if I had to pick one, I would want super strength.
Oh, I love that.
Justify your choice.
You want me to justify my choice?
I want you to justify your choice.
I mean, first of all, I would love to be like Luisa in Encanto.
Oh, hell yeah. Thanks.
I don't know, there's just some, like, you know, be able to lift stuff, not have to worry about it. Flight's usually another one that I really like. I feel like that's self-explanatory.
Yeah.
Transportation.
Yeah, transportation. But
Unless
I just feel
it's
like
really tiring, how if you could fly like you run, would you still want flight?
no.
That's exercise. Ew.
I would want a flight like a la like freaking like any like Scarlet Witch, like Doctor Strange. Like I'd be okay like Doctor Strange. Like I'd be okay if I was like wearing a cape that gave me levitation, or like Peter Pan and I was using some pixie dust. Except for I wouldn't be a bitch to my friend Tinkerbell, who supplied the pixie dust. I would be kind to my pixie friend who was supplying me with my ability to fly. But no, I think strength. I don't know. I just feel like it'd be nice to be able to lift things and be strong.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Luisa based.
I love Luisa, but let me just say, like, she lifted like 8 too many donkeys for me to ever want that superpower. Like, that's not my deal. And I am Kels. I am the absolute chaotic one of this stream. You never know what is going to come out of my mouth.
Definitely not a serial killer.
Definitely not a serial killer. If someone made a podcast about me, it would be something like, like
true crime?
It would be all the times I almost committed murder.
Makes sense. Almost true crime.
Almost true crime. Because I feel like there are a lot of those moments.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
So yeah, that's who we are. I think we need to do a better effort of introducing ourselves every stream.
Yeah, that'd be great.
So, yeah, that's us. Anyone got anything they want to talk about pre-show before we jump in?
I mean, I could mention what I just happened to be.
Yeah, so, if you can announce it.
I am very happy to announce that that I have been cleared to say this, so no more NDAs, I guess. But so yeah, I'm finally an ambassador for MetroCon, and I am going to be in charge of Anime Idol, which is their singing competition. So I'm very happy. Yay. I'm very, very happy.
That's so exciting.
Yeah, I won the competition in 2015 and 2018. Yes, 18. That was before COVID. Yeah. And so I am a 2-time winner.
4 times.
Yeah, the land before time. Yeah. And
DC is now before COVID.
Before COVID. Oh no. And so yeah, I'm very excited to finally be able to be part of the actual team. So this year, look forward to hearing me and my other ambassador friend Tepi Baka. We are going to be singing the One Punch Man theme song because because that is epic, and we've been talking about it for years. Like, we wanted to sing this song really, really bad, so I'm glad our dream can come true. Thank you, Chad. I'm so excited. So I'm gonna be starting training for that now because it's a hard song, but I'll do it for my man Saitama. And although I might cosplay on my mask, I'm not sure yet, but we'll see. We'll see. I like blue-haired characters, so. Anyway, so that's me.
Congratulations!
Thank you. I was excited too. So yeah, if you guys are going to MetroCon in July, and yeah, I'll hopefully see you there. Yay!
Yay!
Very cool.
Thank you.
Leia, I don't want that. Thank you. Sorry. Oh, I have something fun and exciting.
Ooh, what do you got?
Well, this is comparing Mana's news to my news makes me sound like I'm very boring. My dog turned 6 on Thursday.
Yay!
I won't be at stream, so I just wanted to say that it was Leia's birthday on Thursday.
Yay! I will try to remember to shout her out because she's a good girl.
Yeah, she's gonna be 6.
Best
She's my
girl.
oldest baby.
Hey, that's still exciting. Don't downplay that. It's a pupper.
Exactly.
Yeah, we're taking her to get to her grooming appointment this weekend
Ooh.
for her birthday. So she'll be nice and clean and fancy.
Gotta get her some birthday pictures.
Yes, of course.
Maybe a little treat.
Of
Get her
course.
some bacon bits.
Leia, do you want some bacon bits? She's not food motivated. Of our critters, she's the least food motivated. But you know what she is motivated by?
Boys?
Me.
Oh, you. Oh, okay. There you go.
I'm her person, so she literally will do anything to spend time with me.
Aww.
Hey, Leia! Sorry.
Speaking of,
Leia, that is a hanger!
do I want
You were
to
not
know?
giving her enough attention, so she
Leia!
decided to make problems on purpose.
She's chewing on a hanger.
That's
Can you get that
that's
from her?
dogs.
I can't really. Hold on. She doesn't chew on my stuff, so this was weird. Are you acting out because your birthday is Thursday?
Hi. That's what Finn did.
Yeah, Finn also acted out in a very Aries move of him. He acted out around his birthday.
Also, hi, Mom.
Yeah, that was my mother. That you heard in the background. Okay, but yeah, that's my news. Is my dog's gonna be 6 on Thursday.
Well, happy birthday, Leia. Best girl. All right. Well, shall we get started then?
Yeah.
Actually, I guess we should probably do the recap, shouldn't we? I'm just getting
We
ahead of
should
myself.
recap.
So for my news, we have a recap. So we're back on Ace Attorney Chronicles. So Sholmes made another deduction that we corrected to conclude that Nicolina's cat Darka Ditch got into Kazuma's room, and the speckled band he saw was not Beef Stroganoff's pet snake, Piroshko, but rather Nicolina dangling a cat toy. Kazuma tripped over the cat, and Nicolina most likely wrote wardrobe to frame us and keep Darka a secret, while the ship's sudden halt closed the door after her. Alright, we are 100% certain that Herlock Sholmes really can be the great detective Susato thinks he is, but he's pretending to be a fool because he's trolling us, because trolling us amuses him, and or he's sharpening our own deductive reasoning by giving us an outline to follow and challenging us to find the keywords that make it correct. He clearly knows the real answer already, and since he can penalize us for getting it wrong when we try to correct his faulty logic.
Seems
So-
about right.
Shall we wrap up this case?
Yeah.
Alright, let's do this.
What we should ponder first. Oh yay, I'm first in the screen. That makes me happy. No. Is the victim who lost his life in the cabin that was bolted shut from the inside. Was this truly an unfortunate accident? Or was it in fact no accident at all? That is what we must establish in the first instance. But we've already established it, haven't we? The man tripped over the kitchen. Oh wait, that's not. That's Hosanagi.
Our Inspector
Alright.
Ho.
It's Maho. Anyway. The man tripped over the kitten that had climbed into his cabin via the ventilator. Tragic, yes, but still an accident.
But wait, let's just take a step back. It doesn't make sense if that's really what happened, does it?
I'm going to have to ask you to spell it out for me, I'm afraid.
Yes, it's starting to take shape now. There's a clear contradiction between the facts and Miss Pavlova's story here. The evidence is right there in Kazuma's cabin. It's undeniable. His death couldn't possibly have been a mere accident.
Oh, really? Let us show our hand, Mr. Naruhodo. Time to present the evidence.
Sorry. Give me just a second to recover from that one.
It was beautiful.
I'm trying
I
to
loved
be as
every second of that.
obnoxious as possible.
You succeeded, and I'm proud of you.
My poor ancestors are screaming in pain.
Like, ah.
My ancestors, meanwhile, are like, that's not how that's pronounced.
My ancestors are currently like, bro, the fuck? Bro.
Alright. Let's see. Okay, I'm guessing it's the crime scene photograph, but let's take a look. So, evidence that proves unequivocally that the victim's death was no mere accident. So, the writing is a pretty good
Yeah.
indication. Let's see, do I have anything else?
I forgot what we were looking for because I was so just distracted.
Thrown off by the horrid pronunciation of Naruhodo.
Alright, the truth is clearly recorded in this photographic print. There's no way that Mr. Asogi could have left this message on the floor.
That script. It's Russian, isn't it? Indeed, it is. The word written means wardrobe. I see what you mean. Most people would leave a dying message in their native language. Japanese in this case.
Nah, Kazuma just decided this was a really good time to practice his Russian. It's fine.
Yeah.
You know, that's definitely what I would be thinking about on my deathbed.
Really.
But maybe he was studying Russian? It is a simple language.
No, it isn't.
I don't know about that, but
He could have picked up it very fast.
No.
that doesn't
for
seem
you.
likely. Let me just say, like, I'm going to go on a linguistics rant for a second. So for those of you who don't know, I think I've talked about it on this stream before. I actually have a master's degree in linguistics. So on top of my weird-ass cybersecurity knowledge and my serial killer knowledge, I actually have a decent knowledge of, like, languages in general. And my historical linguistics professor was really into Russian languages, so like the Slavic language tree. The language rules over the years and how the Slavic languages have kind of developed from one another is like the spawn of Satan. None of these rules make any fucking sense. And I just,
So this line cuts you deep.
Like, I remember sitting there in undergrad, like, she would give us, like, 3 or 4 different languages, and we'd have to kind of parse through different sentences in them to understand, okay, like, this is from, you know, this is this grammar, and this is this grammar, and this is this grammar. What would kind of be the, like, parent language? So, you know, like, what kind of things can you derive from the parent language based on its children? And just sitting there going, what the actual fuck? Why do none of these match whatsoever?
Wow.
So yeah, Slavic languages are very difficult.
She's a liar! Anyway.
She is a liar. That doesn't seem likely. That's actually not the point. It makes no difference whether he knew Russian or not.
Sorry? What do you mean?
Exactly what I said before. There is no way that Mr. Asogi could have left this message on the floor. And the reason why is clearly explained in here. Damage to the cervical vertebrae resulting in instant death. Instant death.
Oh.
Which means, after the victim fell to the floor, he couldn't possibly have written anything. Because he was already dead.
That's not the only reason either. Forgot that was me for a second. There's something else we found in Mr. Asogi's cabin.
Are you playing all of the female characters this time?
Yes. All 2 of them.
Woo!
A remnant of something that couldn't possibly have been there, if what Miss Pavlova told us was true.
What?
So, Susato-san has noticed it too then. Putting this message on the floor aside, there's something else that gives the truth away. Another piece of evidence that proves this was no accident. In other words... I mean, the fact that half of a bell was found in her room probably is not a good sign.
The mark on the floor? I don't know.
I mean, the mark, I think we decided was from his shoe. I'm gonna do this anyways.
Yes.
Only one
Yeah, I mean,
point.
exactly. This piece of broken glass next to the mark on the floor. Oh yeah. We're vibing here, Naruhodo-san.
But that's the glass bell that the kitten had around his neck. We already know all about that. It was broken in half when the victim tripped over the cat and fell. So we already have a satisfactory explanation. Where's the flaw in that logic?
Unfortunately, there's a very big flaw. A fatal flaw. Dun, dun, dun.
Oh. What?
If that's really what happened, then how did one half of the bell end up back here in this cabin?
Yes. Remember what we found the other... remember that we found the other half of the glass bell in that waste paper basket. Jesus. Would you care to explain that, Miss Pavlova?
Susato is not fucking around now.
Nope.
She's out for blood.
Mhm.
Oh no.
Both these pieces of evidence clearly point to the same conclusion. That when God damn it. It's catching. That
Sorry.
when Mr. Asogi died last night in his cabin, there was someone else in the room. And that same
besides
person,
me.
Yeah, besides me in the wardrobe. And that same person deliberately arranged the scene to disguise the truth in order to cover up his or her own guilt. Their own guilt.
It's right there, guys.
Right there.
Right there.
Right there. There's right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Love it. Love to see it.
Yes, there was someone else present in Mr. Asogi's.
Uh-oh.
You're wasting
are
time.
wasting time. Susato, Nicolino, Pavlova, you killed my brother. Prepare to be Susato takedown. Love that. Someone else was there. Da, of course we know this.
What are you talking about?
Bulkhead was bolted shut from inside. There was no way in or out. Oh yes. And only the other person in the cabin when young student died was you.
Yes.
Yes. It's true. I was in the cabin when it happened.
You were inside. You were shut inside the cabin wardrobe, to be precise about the details.
But I don't know Russian. There's no way I would have left that message.
No, would have. There's no way you could have left that message, to be precise about the details.
Would you mind? I'm doing a thing here.
Oh, you think you're doing a bit? Forgive me, my dear fellow.
As I was saying,
This man.
the person in question wrote the word wardrobe in Russian on the floor. In an attempt to incriminate me for the crime, even though I had been asleep in there the entire time.
Except for how did she know?
That's what I keep wondering. Like, granted, it is really weird that there's, you know, like the seal on the wardrobe that says kind of like "do not open," but also like she wouldn't have known that a person was in there. Like, what reasonable what kind of reasonable person goes, "There's a do not open thing on the wardrobe. There must be someone inside."
Yeah.
Totally valid.
I'm confused. And then the same person picked up the broken glass bell that had fallen to the floor. For fear of it becoming evidence that it would show how Mr. Osogi really died.
But she only apparently decided to pick up half.
But why wouldn't this person have taken all the pieces of the bell away?
Victor Ho and I are on the same wavelength.
Vibing.
Mhm.
Leaving half behind was always going to raise questions.
Yeah, well,
It was past 1 o'clock in the early hours of the morning. The cabin would have been quite dark. The single small lamp suspended from the ceiling would barely have cast any light onto the floor there.
were there windows behind us then?
Little wonder, then, that the culprit failed to notice a fragment of the tiny item.
Because, like, if there's not windows, then it would be lit the same that this is lit right now.
I don't know. You all suspect me, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, you sus.
Seaman Stroganoff.
You got the snake off your head.
Nina is woman of sea. She is daughter of strong sailor. 2 years ago, they noticed her dancing skills and she went away to join ballet company. But before, she was dancer on the ship, a member of the ship's band. You do not accuse Ship's Angel of being criminal.
Ah, so that's it.
You say that when young student died, Nina was there in his cabin? But that is not that is not possible. I give my tooth.
You can just give your word. I don't want your tooth.
We don't want your teeth, bitch.
Please. Please keep them in your mouth.
Well, this is most interesting. And why wouldn't you give your tooth, pray? How can you be so sure? You are a great detective. You should know. Look through thin ice. Cabin bulkhead was bolted shut from inside. Nobody could go into cabin. Not Nina. Not anyone. Or you want to tell me that killer can walk through locked doors? Niet, it's impossible.
Ugh, he's right.
But wait, I read about this in detective stories.
Susato, this is not a great way to start this.
People often tie thread around door latches so they can open and close it from the outside.
Thread? Are you stupid? These bulkheads are not barn doors. Certainly not. These are watertight doors, as one would expect to find on any modern steamship. Constructed of heavy steel with not a gap in sight. Where's my accent?
I don't
going?
know. Like you're like half Russian right now.
I'm half Russian. Anyway, let's go back to British. No threads or needles or magnets because of the.
No, of course not. I thought so too. But Mr. Naruhodo suggested it earlier, so...
Great, just like throw me under the bus. Sato-san, how can you shift it onto me like that?
So, Demon Stroganoff has a valid point. The cabin door couldn't have been bolted shut from the outside. Not necessarily. But I put it to you that I could bolt this cabin door without laying a finger on it. Exclamation point in Russian. Russian exclamation point. And in this very cabin, we can see the traces of the method I have in mind haven't been used before. I don't believe it. Well, Mr. Naruhodo, I believe you know what I mean, don't you?
A way to shut the bolt of the cabin door from the outside? One way does spring to mind, yeah.
Do you really know what Mr. Sholmes means, Mr. Naruhodo?
Yes, and so should you. We literally just watched it happen. Because we've seen it happen.
Indeed, we have. So, would you care to do the honors, Mr. Naruhodo?
Do I get to pull the thingy? I want to pull the thingy.
Pull the lever, Kronk! Wrong lever! Anyway. Point out the telling signs of the method that was used to slide the cabin door bolt across from the outside.
Oh, I just have to present. Yes. Look at the bookcase there. See how all the books and things on it have toppled over?
That must have happened when the ship made its emergency stop before.
Yes, that's right. It's a very powerful vessel after all. When the engineers are thrown into reverse, a violent jolt goes across the entire ship. Any small objects that aren't fastened down are bound to fall over.
I believe. Yes, that's what's known as a force of inertia acting on the objects.
So very clearly, Susato knows her physics better than she knows her animal
Anything
biology.
Else.
Yeah. Is there nothing Susato-san doesn't know? Or that isn't
She
in her book,
reads
at least?
Book.
Well, whatever it's called.
Knowledge.
Yeah, the same force that pushed over those books on the bookcase also made something else in this cabin move. What the?
Literally, anytime I hear the word inertia, my Bill Nye the Science Guy brain goes like, inertia, it's a property of matter. Like it's just, I'm sorry, it like never leaves.
There is an alarm going off. It's not the fire alarm or something. It just sounds like an alarm that I probably set somewhere. I'll be right back when I find it.
No! Well,
normally it's me that has all the disruptions. It's nice that it's not for once.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my back to this. No, just kidding. Not back to that frog again. That tap dances.
Yeah, let's get back to me further convincing you that you need to watch
Spaceballs.
Spaceballs.
I mean, we could, like, didn't we say we're planning that?
We could work on, or I think Cal said that it was possible because it's on Amazon.
Oh,
Sure.
okay. So we'll have to think of a day for Spaceballs. That'll be so fun.
It's so stupid. I think it's
How long is the film though? Like,
not that long.
okay.
Let me Google it.
Google Spaceballs ice cream party. Yes.
I
I will absolutely buy ice cream just for the occasion. I read about this in detective stories. It is at least a better way to start a story than so my friends and I were playing with fire. Then I heard it.
It's an hour and a half.
Oh, okay, that's not bad. That's
No.
not bad. Not bad at all.
No.
It's one time at band camp. No.
So what 80s movie are we talking about today?
We're back to
no.
Spaceballs. It's fine.
No, we were just saying what day and like how long is Spaceballs. That's all we were confirming.
I think we need to do it at some point.
Be fun.
We should. All right.
Did you figure out your stuff?
I did, yeah. I said it while I was working. And apparently thinking, you know, like when I'm done with this, I'll just shut it off. And then I was so pissed off when I left work that I forgot to shut it off.
Yeah.
Look, guys, sometimes you have bad days at work and it just happens. The bolt on the cabin door. Don't remember what I was talking about, but yeah, the bolt on the cabin door.
Same.
It was very obvious just after the emergency stop that the ship made earlier. We had come into this cabin not long before, and we hadn't bolted the door. But then...
Hello, is anybody there? Shout if you need assistance. Oh yeah, that's home.
Oh, that sounds like...
Inspector Hosonaga. Yeah. Oh yes.
Indubitably.
That's it. And the ship stopped suddenly. The bolt flew across the locked door.
Yes, it's made of metal, but it's small and light enough to be moved by the ship's sudden change of speed. Or the first of ineptia. You want to call it that.
Ineptia. That's gonna stick with me now. Are you trying to say that last night, after Mr. Asogi was killed,
the thing that bothers me that nobody is talking about is the fact that, like, yeah, now we're getting to it, but it's like everyone had like suspicious headaches at the beginning of the day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And nobody's like, oh yeah, the ship stopped also last night. Other than to let Pavlova on.
Yeah, it's kind of like weird. Like, just kind of thinking about it. Like, remember how we didn't hear any of this?
Yeah.
Like, apparently, Kazuma hit his head and collapsed to the ground, and we just slept through that. Like,
yeah.
How?
Exactly.
Also, how come everyone else has a headache but we don't?
See, that my theory on that is that like people like you know, like in bed or whatever, like all hit their heads and were asleep, so that's why they don't know it happened. But then there has to be crewmen that are awake for that.
I have a weird theory.
Conspiracy.
Conspiracy theory. I don't know if I'm correct or not, but I remember at the very beginning we got chicken, remember? Because Kazuma doesn't like chicken, and so he brought us his chicken bag. What if the chicken was doused with a sleeping thing? And so everyone on the ship would have eaten that chicken except for the person who had dosed it and Kazuma.
Oh. Yeah.
Wow.
And then
I didn't remember that at all.
That was, like,
I don't
remember the chicken on the floor that never got brought up again?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, didn't we eat that chicken but Kazuma didn't?
Right. And like we've all got kind of weird symptoms of a hangover. And the other thing is that the ship's log says that no one moved during, after like 2 a.m. or something like that.
Yeah.
But why is no one in there if we, like obviously if she went in and out, she couldn't get through the little thingy. And if the ship stopped, like obviously someone had to pull the bell, right?
Yeah.
Obviously.
It's like, what if... I mean, granted, I would do a lot for my kids, despite them wrestling in my room right now. But
quick disclaimer, they are dogs.
Yeah,
for anyone
when
that
I say
is brand
kids,
new.
they are dogs.
They're babies.
Yes.
But so okay, getting to the point. Would Pavlova seriously drug a whole ship because her cat was missing so she could get the cat back? That's what I'm thinking is happening, but also that feels like pretty extreme.
It does, yeah.
Yeah, it does.
And
Or
also,
maybe...
especially for her.
Well, like...
Maybe it was Stroganoff?
Maybe. Well, like, the thing is that, like, at least Stroganoff seems to idolize her, so you'd think if she pointed out to him that she has a cat, and, like, he has a forbidden snake, so, like, you'd think that they could do something together.
Buddies.
Like, I don't know, maybe she came in trying to steal something? I don't know. Although she did, like, I don't think we can argue that the cat toy wasn't the Speckled band.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I don't know where we're going with this. We'll find out.
Maybe she dropped it when she went to go get it back.
Maybe.
The SS Bootia made another emergency stop.
When I woke up this morning and looked around the cabin, I thought it looked a little odd. All the books on the shelves had toppled over, and all the ornaments. It was almost as if someone had run their hand across the shelves and deliberately knocked everything over.
It could just be a complete accident and a coincidence that food poisoning happened.
It could be, yeah.
Another Mel Brooks 80s film, Airplane, where
I have actually seen that one. I have a weird love for it.
I love Airplane. But like they people start, or is it Airplane or Airplane 2 where they like eat, they all have like the one meal on the flight and like everyone starts like getting really violently sick. No, it's the first one.
Yeah, it's the first one.
Wait, there's a 2? No.
Yeah, there's Airplane 2, very much a thing. I think they go to space.
Yeah, I think so. The first one is the only one that I watch over and over, and like it is my sewing movie for some reason. Like, I don't know why.
Shirley, you can't be
Break out
serious.
Airplane.
I am serious, and don't call me Shirley.
Mel Brooks is a genius.
Anyway.
I like
That's
the
what
producers. Anyway.
The coincidental food poisoning made me think of Airplane now. Oh yes, remember that? And I stood them all up again, didn't I?
Then
You
when
did.
we came into this cabin, we were surprised to see the same thing in here. All the books and everything had toppled over, just like in Mr. Asuki's cabin.
Oh my.
Do you have anything to say about this, Miss Pavlova?
Stroganoff's gonna beat the shit out of us.
Yeah. Are you out of your mind? You say Bootia made emergency stop. It does seem a little far-fetched. How could that possibly have happened? Unless you're saying that the culprit is actually someone from the engine room. Oh, it is simple enough. My dear Watson. I'm not Watson. But yes.
Yeah, he's dead.
She doesn't know that yet.
It's Wilson! Wilson!
Wilson! Spoiler alert. Are you forgetting the button in the passageway outside used to trigger the emergency alarm?
Oh, yes, of course. There was a notice, wasn't there? Telling you only to press the button in times of emergency?
Let me press it. I want to press it.
Button press! On dark nights, when the fog is dense, the captain cannot afford to rely on the eyes of his lookout alone. Hence, the placement of a number of buttons around the vessel to allow any crewman to raise the alarm. The sort of button one is almost compelled to press to satisfy one's curiosity.
Okay, I didn't need the call out.
Oh wait, it was you? When the button is pressed, two things happen in the interest of safety. The emergency alarm bell rings and the vessel comes to a complete stop. As indeed it did a little earlier today. Wink wonk. I'm such a bad boy.
Mr. Sholmes. Surely it wasn't you who...
As I always say, a button has but one purpose in life.
So great to know that I'm just like Herlock Sholmes.
To be pressed, whatever the occasion.
He sounds almost proud of himself.
A little too proud.
It's a cat.
He is a cat. How dare you mess with ship? I report you to Captain. You are in much trouble now. Now, I'm sure all that can wait until later. Let us not overlook the fact that we have now learned a valuable lesson. When the vessel makes an emergency stop, the bolts on the cabin door slide closed. So, what we must now consider...
Yes. It all comes down to one thing now. Last night, after what happened to Mr. Asogi, did this ship make an emergency stop, or did it not?
Oh my god, this comment has me wild. It is a simple explanation, my dear Wilson. I was bored and decided to spike everyone's food with a sedative for kicks and giggles. Ha ha! Anyway, it was all part of my brilliant plan to foil the assassin. The seaman Ho was sent to protect Mr. Asuki from. I pressed the button and disoriented the assassin. That'd be hilarious. But...
Herlock Sholmes like, I got bored, so I just murdered a dude. It was fun.
Yeah.
Oh my god. You are idiots. Buria is a huge ship with many passengers. If we make emergency stop even in middle of night, there would be chaos everywhere.
I don't know. It doesn't seem that chaotic right now.
Let's say it wasn't that chaotic when we just had our emergency stop.
Yeah, like...
Right. What are your thoughts, Mr. Naruhodo?
Well, I would love if you pronounced my name correctly, but it's certainly possible that some kind of emergency happened last night. We have evidence to support that idea.
Really? No.
We do?
What evidence, Mr. Naruhodo? Do we?
Fascinating! Do show us, my good man.
What evidence promotes the theory that some emergency gripped this vessel last night? It's my university color pin.
Definitely.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, there was a scuff mark, but... Did Kazuma... No, he didn't say anything.
Because it would have had to have been after he died.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. So it's not the article about the revolutionary, because obviously that was written before this. Diary, not an article about the ballerina. Okay. I have a scuff on the floor. Ship's log. I'm gonna try this. I don't know that it's it, but Seaman Stroganov. It's your duty to patrol the first class area of the ship, isn't that right?
That is correct. Why?
And the ship's log here, this would be where you record the details of your duties?
What are you doing with that? That is mine.
Mine now.
No, mine.
Mine now, bitch.
Mine.
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 Oh god. I love Finding Nemo. You rather carelessly left it atop the little makeshift bureau in the passageway over there. But as responsible passengers, we took it into our care with a mind to return it to you later. I left it on there on purpose. That is where I put it always.
Okay, the point is, looking at what you usually record, it's clear that under normal circumstances, you write the phrase, nothing to report every 30 minutes. But from 2 o'clock last night until first light this morning, nothing was recorded at all.
Nothing recorded in the log. What? Because nothing happened.
But if nothing happened, you would usually write nothing to report, wouldn't you?
Gulp! Russian gulp!
In Russia,
Indeed.
gulps you?
Yes. Indeed so, which tells us that shortly after 2 a.m., something happened here aboard the SS Buria. Something sufficiently significant to make you forget to fill the ship's log, in fact. Kill the man.
Interesting. Did make an emergency stop in the middle of the night?
Stop talking rubbish! I got beat up for this. Damn. If I'm perfectly honest, I find it a little hard to believe myself.
Oh? Why?
Well, because if something as major as an emergency stop really had happened, surely all of us would have noticed.
Except...
we were drunk. No.
That's very true.
We all ate poisoned chicken.
Thanks to the emergency stop we experienced earlier, we all know what it feels like now. The ship lurched so violently, and the alarm bell was so loud. I can't imagine that anybody would sleep through that, even if it happened in the dead of night.
Well, no. That's a good point.
What of the throbbing?
Sir, I'm going to need you to keep it at least PG-13 here.
God damn it. Sorry, what do you mean? Please explain before I, what? Your head, man. The throbbing of your head since this morning.
I can
We
finally.
all have suffered with it.
We can solve this mystery.
Somebody's putting it together.
The throbbing!
No. Ah! Maverick.
Oh, yes.
Maverick.
I have had a headache. You're right. In fact, I haven't been feeling myself since I woke up today. But I just got beat up, so you know. The throbbing could be that.
Nor have I. My head has been feeling heavy ever since dawn.
Yes, you've all been afflicted, haven't you? Just as I suspected.
He's right. My head's been throbbing today, too. And since eating dinner yesterday evening, everything has felt sort of hazy. I can't really remember anything that happened after I climbed back inside the wardrobe. Yeah, I think I got it right.
Hmm.
Then the first thing I noticed this morning was the throbbing pain in my head. You know, and then the people that were staring at me from inside the wardrobe. But
Yeah.
I'd already been dragged out of the wardrobe and had those handcuffs put on me by that point. Why didn't I wake up when all that was happening to me?
Yeah, why?
They're just over here like, is this dude dead too? Like,
Tell me, Mr. Naruhodo. You boarded this vessel as a stowaway, didn't you?
oh, well, yes. Sorry.
Sorry, it's not good enough. No. The stowaway class of accommodation doesn't usually include meals. What did you survive on?
Well, Kazuma looked after me. He was always happy to share his meals. Like, so I got his scraps, like a dog.
So you're his bitch then? No, just so you enjoyed some of this whole roast chicken dish that was served yesterday evening, I take it?
Yes, in fact, I had all of that. Kazuma wasn't fond of chicken.
That's not based, man. Not based. Oh, really? So, the victim didn't eat any of the chicken at all?
That's right. He didn't touch it. Is that relevant?
Ooh. Now it's getting spicy. My dear fellow, does that not strike you?
Oh.
Spicy chicken.
Mr. Sholmes, do you mean to say that there was something wrong with the chicken?
Salmonella. No, I do.
I think we'd all be in a very different position if this was salmonella. No! Really? Is that really true?
The meal prepared for the passengers last night had been tampered with by the addition of soporific. Soporific?
Soporific.
Whoa, not soporific. What, Sephora? No. A soporific designed to induce a very deep slumber into those who consumed it. I love Sephora. No. A sleeping drug.
I mean, he needs it right now, so,
He does.
do you mean whoever did this laced every meal with a sleeping drug so no one would notice the ship's emergency stop?
Mm.
Mr. Naruhodo, of course that's not what Mr. Sholmes means. What a far-fetched idea.
Precisely. Lacing every meal of every passenger on board with a soporific drug, damn, would certainly be possible. Hate that word. Unless, that is, every single member of the crew was a conspirator.
Is this a murder on the Orient Express?
Hell yes. Well, seaman. Eh? I'm sorry to say that any more deception in this matter will get you nowhere. If you refuse to talk, there would have to be an inquiry made through the shipping company, of course. I've got people, and were that to happen, every member of the crew and the captain himself would be hauled over to the coals
Hey, sweetheart. Good boy.
for
Go
aiding
sit
in
down.
albaiting a renegade.
Go sit down.
Russian dots. Please, no more. Oh wait, that's not me.
Please, no more. I will tell everything.
Oh, thank God. I don't want to. Eh?
I cannot make problems like this for everyone anymore.
If all of this was for a fucking cat, like,
I will.
girly,
Like, I get it,
Chill.
but also, like, that's extreme.
Yeah, like killing a man over your cat, that's not cool. And
I'm sorry,
A
like-
man you don't know. A man I do know, yes. But a man I don't know?
Right.
and
Wow.
also, like, drugging every single person on board, like,
Bitch.
Yeah.
Not cool. That's not Pog, you guys. That's
it's
not
not
Pog.
poggers.
Not Pog. Alright. These crewmen are your former comrades, I believe. Hmm.
Yes, so when I decided to run away, I asked them to help me.
We all agreed to help. Everyone together. She threw away everything. Her fame in the ballet, Mother Russia. We wanted to help her angel. Oh, damn. Even Mother Russia. I don't believe it. You are right. We put sleeping drug in chicken last night.
Yes, I remember now. I did notice chewing on a lump of something strange and bitter at one point.
We could not make all drug. How do you say dissolve?
How do you chew into that and go, you know what, this is normal for chicken? Ugh. Talk about heavy seasoning.
At midnight in waters near Shanghai, we brought our angel on board. She was helped by comrade on shore with small fishing boat. While all the passengers of the SS Buria slept soundly. Thanks to the almost magical effects of the slumber-inducing potion, yes, evening. So yes,
if that's what happened, the only people awake on the ship last night were the crew, people who disliked chicken, and the newly boarded passenger, Miss Pavlova. And that means it would have been possible for you. You could have used the emergency stop trick to lock Kazuma's cabin door. Bitch, you were trying to escape. Why did you need to assassinate my best friend and lover? I know he didn't let me sleep in his bed. I had to sleep in his wardrobe, but I was getting there.
But how does that make sense? Surely every cabin door would have ended up locked in that case, and there would have been complete chaos. Oh, I wouldn't say so.
Why would you be alarmed if your door was locked?
What?
Of course. Just like us, all the other passengers would have eaten their I'm fucking moving right now. Just like us, all the other passengers would have eaten their evening meal of chicken in their cabins, after which they would have been overwhelmed by tiredness because of the sleeping drug.
Moment flashbacks. Quite. And accordingly, all passengers were already in their cabins for the night.
Yes.
The overwhelming majority of the passengers would habitually sleep with their cabin doors bolted anyway. And so not one of them would have found it remarkable to find the door locked in the morning. In summary, in order to fasten the bolts of a single cabin door on the ship, the culprit brought the entire vessel to an emergency stop in the early hours of the morning. Oh. Gasp. You have talked long time and said many things. I was spacing out through most of it, not gonna lie. But what is the point? You talk too much. The point is what I said earlier. There was somebody else present on the scene when the victim lost his life last night. Someone who left a message in Russian on the floor in an attempt to incriminate another. Someone who tried desperately to hide the broken fragment of glass that would reveal the culprit's identity. And someone who abused the ship's emergency stop procedure in order to lock a door. All told, a busy night.
But I don't know about any of this. I'm just a little girl.
Ooh. You like to speak with your long English words and explain your clever ideas. But I am sailor, and sailors don't listen to long, boring stories. We don't believe. Sailors like me, we only trust what we see with our eyes. Our big, big eyes.
I'm sorry, I've been wearing handcuffs for the last, 6 hours or something, because you found me in a wardrobe. Didn't
Seems
see me
good.
murder someone.
Exactly. A laudable trait. What? I don't understand laudable. Audible.com. No. I am quite of the same disposition, my good man. Observation to me is everything. It is also my job. Mr. Naruhodo.
Oh, yes? Do you want to hear from me now?
Do you hear it? That accusatory cry of guilt on the wind.
What accusatory cry of guilt?
Sorry, you've lost me.
I lose many people. A proof of involvement, man. But you can't hear such a call with your ears. No, you must hear it with your eyes. For observation is the basis of all deduction. What are you talking about? I like messing with people. I believe the time has come for one final logic and reasoning spectacular to expose the truth. Here we go. So, Mr. Naruhodo, oh, I like being on the screen this time. Wow! Your assistance, if you please.
With what exactly, Mr. Sholmes?
Slides or something. I don't know. We just happened to be on the screen and paused everything. We paused real life with observation, my dear fellow. Just as I said, of these two prevaricators. Yes, that's a long word.
Observation? Yeah, just say prevaricators or whatever that was to two Japanese people. We totally understood what that meant. I don't even know what that means.
Do you remember, Mr. Naruhodo? We know that somebody tried to fabricate evidence, don't we? By tampering with the scene of Mr. Asogi's death. I just leaned down. I thought Maverick had ripped something. I had a double pillowcase to pillow, and he just ripped the other pillowcase off, like the under pillowcase.
Oh my god. The
It's okay,
chat's
Maverick.
like,
Nothing. No pillowcase.
no, the chat's on fire. They're like, this reminds me of the scene in Spy Kids 2 where all the adults were knocked unconscious when they toasted their wine glasses, but the kids weren't affected because they can't drink alcohol. I love that. Also, maybe she didn't kill Kazuma, she just framed us for killing him after she tripped over Darka by accident.
Maybe.
Yeah. What we're looking for is some trace of evidence that one of these two was there when it happened.
Precisely! The room where it happened. The room where it happened. Okay. You are delightfully quick to grasp my meaning!
Alright, I'll see what I can see. So we're looking for a trace of evidence that shows someone else was there last night when Kazuma died.
Hey, you
His
looking
back,
up
his
my
back.
shirt? Oh, damn.
Look at his lower back.
His lower back.
Lower back.
Yeah.
Oh, hello.
Oh, sheesh. Oh, sheesh.
Oh, look at this. It's some kind of stain in an unusual place.
Let's poke his belly.
Yes, you're right. It looks like ink, if I'm not mistaken.
Ink. And look at the color, too. It's clear where this came from.
Yes.
Seaman Stroganov. You seem to have quite a large purple stain on the back of your white uniform there.
Eh? You checking me out? What? Yes, I am. I don't know where that dirt comes from.
Yes, I was just looking at your butt. It's fine.
Oh, thank you. I know it is fine, but so while you two are busy flirting, nothing in particular comes to mind about the stain. What are you trying to say? It would appear that the significance of the stain has escaped your attention, Seaman. Allow us to make it plain.
It's a very large purple stain on the back of Seaman Stroganov's uniform.
I think, and I think what made it is clear.
You can do it.
I'm tired, I'm sorry.
Indeed it is! So, Mr. Naruhodo, present the evidence that proves it.
My pleasure. All right, then. The evidence that proves what that stain on the back of Seaman Stroganov's uniform really is.
Wow, wow, wow.
Huh? Or is it the... let's see. I mean, technically this would be the same one, but we'll go with the crime scene photograph because that actually shows a crime or something. Yes, it's this photograph and the ink it shows. That's what caused the stain on your uniform.
Ink. A rather unusual color of ink. Purple. Yeah, purple. The penny drops at last. Now you see the significance. Oh.
The Russian word on the floor next to the victim's body was written in purple ink. And the stain on the back of your uniform is ink of exactly the same color.
If the ink had been dry, it could possibly have stained your uniform in that way. Which means you must have been present at the cabin in the moments immediately after the ink was spilled. Alright, yes.
Well, you broke easy.
It was me. I did it. Everything.
Huh?
I arranged everything in that student cabin to make it look like Wardrobe Man did it.
How'd you know I was in there?
Well, puny snore from puny man.
There was just a snoring sound from inside the wardrobe.
Yeah, it's fine. You snore like kitten. Very embarrassing. Then I pressed the button to make Buria do emergency stop and bolt cabin door shut. I did everything so no one would suspect our angel.
Biff, please.
Don't worry, Angel. Let me do talking. It was after 1 in the morning. I was on duty patrolling Passageway. Then our angel came to me. She was white like sheet.
Biff, please, you must help me.
I accidentally killed a man. No. Either way, I went with her. The door to cabin number 1 was open. When I looked inside, I saw student boy on the floor. Dead. What happened dear?
Please, don't tell anyone. My little one, my little furry friend.
Killed him? Okay. Everything that happened in cabin is like Angel told you.
The kitten escaped through the ventilator into Mr. Asogi's cabin. Then he tripped over it and broke his neck when he fell to the floor.
Yes, that is right.
They're getting spicy.
My dad's home.
So, after the incident, when the cat ran away, Miss Pavlova then visited the cabin next to hers. Only to find its occupant lying lifeless on the floor. She said she was worried when she heard sound of something falling on the floor. That's when she went to look. No, Angel? The door was not locked. So, she opened to look, and you already know what happened after.
If we're hiding a whole grown-ass man in our cabin, why wouldn't we lock it?
True that.
Are we truly... I mean, I hate to speak ill of the dead, but was he truly that stupid?
Apparently.
Oh no.
There's just one thing, if you wouldn't mind.
Wait.
When you went to Mr. Asogi's cabin, Miss Pavlova, was he already dead? Stay down. Why?
What do you mean, why? That
No.
seems like an important question.
Yeah. I already told you. When Nina opened the door of student cabin and looked at...
I was asking Miss Pavlova.
Oh shit.
She did not come to fuck around. Well,
She's using the you're talking but I'm speaking over here.
Exactly.
Like damn.
well, Miss Pavlova, please remember, we were his closest friends.
Maybe.
That's my guess.
Sound. Oh.
Insert random Russian word here.
Russian, yeah.
Yes, that is right.
For all we know, it could have said yeet.
I saw him. It was dark and he was wearing black, but he was on the floor, not moving. I was scared. I understand. And I believe you.
So, is that finally it now? Have we discovered the real truth about Kazuma's death at last?
Doesn't seem legit. Ah, something very nearly slipped my mind.
Oh, Mr. Sholmes?
This photograph. It makes me laugh. No. Yes, look at this. Yes, I took this myself, you know. I am so good. The cause of death was broken neck, therefore the victim died instantly. And the uniform, the unfortunate incident that precipitated these events, a kitten, on which the victim stumbled. However, if those are facts, there is one particular area in this photograph that seems to be somewhat unnatural. What do you mean unnatural? What are your thoughts on the matter, Mr. Naruhodo?
Oh, well, no thoughts, brain empty. If Kazuma tripped and fell, and by some terrible stroke of bad luck broke his neck, which part of this photographic print seems unnatural? Is it his neck? Like, that just doesn't necessarily seem to be a angle that seems too bad on his head.
Right.
It must be here. Surely. Apparently not.
The unnatural part is the fact that Kazuma's headband isn't flowing.
Yeah, there we go.
He's not an Articuno in this, so it's fake.
B versus stroke.
Allow me to offer you a piece of advice regarding the pursuit of detection, my dear fellow. When nothing is a crucial point, it can be helpful to keep your eyes open.
So they were open.
Oh, well then. You blind, bitch. And it can be equally helpful to use them.
Sorry. I'll try that. Apparently that wasn't it.
I think it's plain.
It's
plain what Mr. Sholmes means by unnatural, isn't it? That was my first guess, but also like that felt weird.
Mm-hmm.
The word written in a foreign language underneath his fingertip, surely.
That particular crass detail was orchestrated by the culprit. No, I mean to identify another point. Oh, okay, so it's not. Imagine, if you will, losing your footing yourself. Would you land as the victim has? What of your hands?
Oh, that is clever.
You look like the sort of fellow who stumbles with some regularity. This should be an easy task.
Why do I? If Kazuma tripped and fell, and by some terrible stroke of bad luck broke his neck, which part of this photographic print seems unnatural? Why didn't he try to catch himself?
Right.
Alright, if he really fell due to an unfortunate accident, then this fist just doesn't seem quite right.
The exact same thought occurred to me just now. In a fall, one's instinct is to open the palms flat. Yet, here we see the victim with his left hand and tightly balled into a fist. Almost, you might say, as though he were gripping something. He firmly grasped it.
Did he have his sword?
What do you mean? Simply that I took the liberty of investigating the victim's fist a short while ago.
You did?
He was firmly grasping for life. And what, pray, do you imagine I found there, my dear fellow?
Mr. Sholmes, show us, please.
Why, of course, my dear madam. Would I keep you in suspense? Oh, yes, I would. Please, that's a rhetorical question. This is what I found.
The fuck is that?
Sailor Moon? I don't know.
Oh, a crescent moon with a little gemstone in the middle?
Sailor Moon. Because they're sailors. No. Are they Sailor Scouts?
We suddenly just got way into the conspiracy theories.
Yes. So Sailor Moon came and murdered.
Clearly.
Clearly. Moon Prism power. Murder up. Anyway. Yes, you're right. A crescent moon. It is very pretty, but what does it tell us? Magical girls exist? It tells us nothing.
I'm not so sure. That crescent moon looks familiar somehow. I'm sure I've seen it somewhere before.
Is it the tip of the tiara or something?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering, but I can't open the
The
court
thingy.
record. Yeah.
Observation, Mr. Naruhodo. That is the key.
What?
The truth is now tantalizingly close. The crown did it. The tiara murdered.
Clearly. How did that crescent moon come to be in Kazuma's clenched fist? Bless you.
Thanks. I tried to mute myself and I was too busy sneezing.
How dare you?
Is it from the Speckled band? Oh, that's me. Hello. This is the final clue, the last piece of the puzzle.
Did you forget who you were for a second?
Yes, I disassociated. Ask yourself, what does this little crescent moon mean? What significance has it? And observe! Find the answer with your eyes!
I'm gonna guess it's one of her earrings. Yeah.
Oh, girl. Girl.
Okay, trying to figure out how to do this.
Makeover!
Sorry, girl. Miss Pavlova, I noticed that on your ear, even though you have a metal earring, the decorative part of it seems to be missing. The little link holding it on must have broken, I suppose.
What?
But looking at your other ear, I notice a crescent moon.
Oh. I don't believe it.
Girl, if you murdered my lover due to your cat, I feel like I get to murder you or something.
Right. Now, the missing crescent moon was found in the victim's clenched fist. Clearly, there is only one logical conclusion.
Kazuma got taken down by a 16-year-old?
Amazing, isn't it? Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Naruhodo?
Yes. Miss Pavlova, Mr. Asogi must have grasped that crescent moon and pulled it from your ear. Perhaps just moments before he fell to the floor? In other words, last night, in Mr. Asogi's cabin, you witnessed the moment when the victim fell with your own eyes. In fact, you were quite literally at arm's length from him. But then the question is, why did Mr. Asogi do that? Why did he pull your earring from your ear and hold it in his clenched fist during his final moments?
Oh no.
Yeah, I kind of feel like "oh no" is an understatement, but
Mm-hmm.
we'll go with that.
Uh-oh.
Angel.
No one can protect you now. Please, Miss Pavlova, tell us the truth. Last night,
Did you
what
kill my lover?
did you do to Kazuma?
Wow, that was dramatic.
very dramatic.
She did the Matrix.
Again, she killed my lover, I get to murder her.
Right. Or her cat, I don't know. No, the cat had nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
Is this her?
I am assuming this is her.
When I think about everything that happened yesterday, it was too much. Oh, excuse me. Running away, the fishing boat in the middle of the night, trying to climb onto this huge ship. And then, when I was at last in the cabin and could relax after this horrible, long day, my cat ran away. Darko, wait!
That's a you problem. I just kidding.
Again, do not see how this escalated to murder, but okay.
I couldn't believe when she disappeared through the ventilator. I tried to call her with a little whistle. I tried waving her favorite toy. We've not seen this cat this whole time.
We have not. We just saw a picture of it.
Where's the cat? But nothing worked. Darko would not come back. I don't know if the kitty's okay.
Did your cat not come back because Kazuma was too busy playing with it?
Probably.
This must be Kazuma.
What are you doing? What are you doing here at this time of night, Inspector?
Look at him. It's been so long since we saw him alive.
My bae!
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it was a friend of mine. The young man from your country was very polite and kind. So I killed him.
Yeah, really?
He helped me to find Darka, and he promised not to tell anyone, because he was harboring a fugitive. But then, when I had my friend in my arms again, I was going to leave the man's cabin. Just a moment. Sorry, but... Oh, yes? I'm sure I know your face. I've seen you somewhere before. Ah.
Kazuma, you're too observant for your own good, man.
That's why she kills us. Of course, you're Nikolina Pavlova, aren't you? The Russian ballerina? Huh? No, I don't know that name. My heart nearly stopped when he said that. He knew who I was. How could this man from a land in faraway east know a Russian ballerina?
Okay, Japan and Russia are not that far away from each other.
Yeah, that
Right.
was why I paused. Because no. Yes, I saw your performance in Japan. The beauty of the ballet made a deep impression on me.
Yeah, that's
Also
Kazuma,
sort
always
of
the
took a
refined gentleman.
Hmm. But what are you doing on this ship? Maverick? You crazy dog. I'm sure I read that your ballet company was performing in Shanghai at the moment. We killed him for this. I can't fool him. I have to tell him the truth, and I hope he doesn't tell anyone. I have no other choice.
He has a stowaway. I don't think he's worried.
I see. So you've run away. Please keep my secret. Don't tell anyone. Maverick? Maverick, you're doing this right next to my leg, and it makes me feel uncomfortable. Give me a moment. I could use another opinion here.
Sorry, buddy, I'm No, he was going to come talk to me. Oh no.
He's gonna pull that cord. He's gonna tell the captain. Oh, honey. Why did I think I could trust him? Then it happened. It was only a second, but it felt like forever. Excuse me. Wait, I shouted. And then Tarka jumped out of my arms and down to the young man's feet. And as he turned around to look at me. Oh. I pushed him.
The hell?
Wow.
I don't even know why. I don't know why I did it. I was just so scared.
Poor Kazuma.
And hey, Maverick, can you sit down? Oh, God. I had to stop him from telling anyone about me.
And that's when you went to fetch help? From Seaman Stroganoff, who was on duty out in the passageway.
I heard Nina cry out and thud on floor, so I ran to her. She was standing at cabin door shaking like leaf. She looked at me and said,
Help me, Viv. If they find out, I will be... Please, I have nowhere to go.
So you decided to help. And that's when you arranged things in Kazuma's cabin to make it look like I did it. So that no one would suspect the passenger in the cabin next door.
yes. Kazuma, another stowaway. If they figure out who you are, you can sleep in my closet.
Yeah,
There's
really.
plenty of space. I went into cabin and looked around to make sure there was nothing to show Nina was there. Then I found stowaway. In wardrobe. Still sleeping, like little kitten.
Right, that's when he found me.
So you worked out a plan. To lay the blame on the stowaway.
Convenient that he was there. Damn. I closed the wardrobe doors and pulled back strange paper sign.
Luckily for me, that's the only reason Susato-san started to believe me when I said I was innocent.
I dragged young man's body to good place and used ink that was peeling to write on floor. I wrote,
Good luck.
Table. No, wardrobe. Topple pog? Topapog?
Alright, we think that so like one of the problems with Russian is that the letters in English, you know, like the English alphabet don't necessarily correspond to the same sounds in Russian either. So I have no idea how you would.
Chat says garderobe.
Okay.
Garderobe? Sure. So, me, Topapog. Yeah. Anyway, so that person who found him would look inside the wardrobe and find stowaway. Sorry, I can't read Russian. And tell me, what does
That's
the
how-
gloss smell?
Can you hear that?
Mm-hmm.
That's how you... Hold on.
What?
Come on, Google.
Oh, garderobe.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yay! I
Garderobe.
did it. One word.
Yeah, so
Nailed it.
that's... Yeah, chat was right, but it's helpful to hear it sometimes.
Yeah.
Garderobe.
Garderobe.
See, we learn things every day. Sometimes on the stream.
We learned wardrobe in Russian.
I will not remember it in the
Nope.
next 10 minutes.
I will have no reason to use it, so.
Yeah.
Wardrobe.
It was by my feet, so I picked it up. Not me. My computer's dying.
I see.
Hold on. Trying to untangle my charge cord. Because it's at 5% and it's going to fall asleep here soon.
Yeah.
But it was dark in the cabin and I didn't notice the other half.
Then Angel went back to her cabin and I finished job.
By pressing the emergency alarm button in the passageway.
Yes. Accordingly, the SS Bootia did indeed come to an emergency halt little after 2 a.m. Thus, enticing the bolt on the cabin door to slide shut, creating the locked room mystery.
There's still one thing I don't understand, Miss Pavlova.
What?
Well, you said that you told Kazuma about the fact that you'd run away from your homeland. And it's because you were worried he was going to tell the captain that you pushed him. Isn't that right?
Yes.
But even if he had pulled the bell cord and called for the captain of the ship, aren't you friends with every member of the crew?
Exactly.
Why would that have been a problem?
It was what he said first that made me scared.
What he said first?
What are you doing here at this time of night, Inspector? Oh, I'm sorry. I did this already.
Yep.
Thought it was a friend of mine. He said an inspector was his friend.
Yes, meaning me. Who was supposed to be acting as his bodyguard.
But instead got him killed.
I thought if the police knew about me, they would arrest me. He's not Russian police.
Right.
So before he could pull the bell cord, May I stop you a moment, please, Miss Pavlova?
Is there going to be a bitch slap?
It doesn't seem to make sense. I mean, was Mr. Asogi really going to pull the bell cord? I don't know. What? What do you think, Mr. Naruhodo?
Well, I'm not Kazuma, so I can't know for certain. But he was a man of his word. If he told you he wouldn't give your secret away, then he wouldn't have done it.
No, he was walking over to it. He was gonna pull the cord. He was going to make them send me back.
Well, Mr. Naruhodo, the day's work is not yet done, it seems. There's one more deduction to make.
What? Another deduction?
Yes, what action was the victim really about to make at that moment?
Wake him. Who's gonna wake us up?
I miss you. Hey.
Can we determine whether this young man's gaze, where was he looking? The bay? Yes. Firstly, consider the victim's location within this cabin.
That's easy. I remember every detail of that room. I mean, yeah, I spent quite a lot of time in the wardrobe, but still. That cabin has been my home for this entire voyage.
So this is how the cabin looked last night when Miss Pavlova visited Kazuma-sama?
Yes, it's exactly how it was.
Are you ready then, Mr. Naruhodo?
Yes! If there's one thing I've learned today, it's that a simple gaze can reveal all manner of truths. And not only that, in order to draw the right conclusion, you can't afford to be out by even a little bit when you're following the gaze to where it lands. So, when he turned away from Miss Pavlova, what exactly was Kazuma looking at?
The bay!
It was me.
Mm-hmm.
It's you. It's always you.
Is me. Considering everything that had happened last night, certainly it may have looked as though Kazuma was going to ring the bell cord.
Yes, however... What is directly beside the bell cord? The wardrobe.
The wardrobe?
And more importantly, what was inside the wardrobe?
Me.
His lover. No. The man's great, quote unquote, friend, sleeping soundly.
I've been friend-zoned by her lordship.
No, you were lovers. Clearly, you're not friends. Because a friend wouldn't be in the wardrobe. Only a secret lover would be.
We were gal pals. It's fine.
Yes, girlfriends.
Ah.
He was going to ask us for advice. Yes.
Miss Pavlova, please, think back very carefully. What were Mr. Asogi's exact words last night? Give me a moment. I could use another opinion here. Another opinion?
Yes, but not from a member of the crew. No, Mr. Asogi intended to consult his close friend on the matter.
Friend-zoned. Again.
Lover boy. To see if between them they might be able to help in some way, no doubt.
Oh no.
Killed a man for nothing.
Sadly, we can't know the truth for certain now. It's too late for that. But I wish you had made sure of what Mr. Asogi was looking at. Things may have ended very differently if you had.
Now you're going to jail.
Miss Pavlova. I want to thank you for finally admitting the truth. But unfortunately, the truth is, a man lost his life because of what you did, and that will never change. I hope you'll never forget that.
In jail.
I'm sorry. Really, I'm so sorry.
I'd like to point, like, usually I'm one of those people that, like, if someone keeps saying sorry, I'm like, you know, like, I know that there's nothing else that they can do, and I know that there's nothing else she can do, but, like, sorry is not cutting it in this scenario, bitch.
No.
She very much killed a man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
For no reason.
What have I done? Yeah, what have you done?
The wrong thing.
And so, at long last, the mystery surrounding the tragic accident on the SS Budia was finally laid to rest.
Why did our friend have to die?
9th of January, 7:14 p.m. SS Budia, first class cabin, passageway. What will happen to Miss Pavlova now then?
A bitch is gonna rot in jail. Once we reach Great Britain, she'll be handed over to the British police at Scotland Yard.
What about the fact that she ran away from Russia? Won't the Russians try to repatriate her?
Apparently, the English detective can speak to the immigration office and sort all that out.
Mr. Sholmes can do that? So she won't be going back to Russia then?
No, I don't think so. Even if she wanted to return in the future, I doubt she would be able to. She ran away, so now she's in exile for life.
I see.
I'm sorry.
Demon Stroganoff?
I wanted to help her, Angel, no matter what. But I didn't think about you. About how you lost your good friend. I will go with Nina. I will give myself to British police.
You know, I wish you would have had this
You know what's crazy?
amount of conscience when you framed me for murder.
Yeah, for real.
That's kind of you. Yay, I'm free! In the meantime, thank you for letting me go free again. Kazuma's death feels like such a waste. But, well, do what you can for Miss Pavlova, won't you?
I fight people in prison.
Have fun.
Well, I'm afraid you need to pack now. We're due to arrive in Hong Kong tomorrow. As much as it pains me,
Didn't she leave Hong Kong?
I'm going to have to hand you to the consul
Shanghai.
to arrange your
Oh.
Yeah, I'm going to
Dinner.
have to hand you over to the consul to arrange your passage back to Japan.
Yeah. I did stow away after all. I couldn't really expect any different.
Sorry, dude. So, you should go back to your cabin now.
Did I have any belongings? After I was stuffed in a suitcase? It looks like my steady tour to Great Britain is over before it's even begun then. Like, what was Kazuma's, like, end goal here? Was I just going to live out of his wardrobe or closet or wherever he got in Great Britain for the rest of our lives until he came back? Like,
Yeah. I mean, he packed the essentials. You're the essential.
obviously, like... To think that only days ago, Kazuma and I were laughing together about how we'd tear up the streets of London. That seems like a distant memory now.
Kazuma be like, tell me how am I supposed to live without you?
Oh, what's that? Is it someone weeping? Oh,
Oh,
honey.
he's been holding it in.
Chisato-san?
No, don't sort us down.
Naruto-san, I didn't know you had returned.
Oh, well, I haven't been back long. Inspector Hosonaga just told me I should pack, you know, ready to leave the ship tomorrow and all that. Aww.
I still can't believe that this has happened. I can't believe someone's life can be over just like that.
Chisato-san.
He had such grand ideas for his visit to Great Britain. So many dreams. And now they've been cruelly taken away just as he has. I thought I could never forgive the person responsible, but now... Now we know the truth. It's just an accident.
I still don't know about accident, but
Debatable.
generally someone doesn't push you during an accident.
Like, the nicest way I think I could put it is like a misunderstanding, a grave misunderstanding.
A deadly misunderstanding.
Yeah. Just a silly series of mishaps. It's too much, Naruhodo-san. It's just too much.
Yeah, I know.
I wish there was something I could say. Oh, there he is. Okay. Yes.
Inspector.
My duty was to see Asagi-san safely to Great Britain.
And you didn't because you ate chicken.
Yeah, my bad. I was hangry. But I failed, and caused his two closest friends great pain and suffering as a result. I've let everyone down.
What happened to the marks on your face?
Yeah. It's called makeup. I went to Sephora. Well, there was that small pause. And I will do anything to make up for this terrible blunder.
Nobody blames you, Inspector. And I'm free again now, at least. Huh?
Oh my god.
Surprised, Mr. Naruhodo!
What is the meaning of this? I just got out!
I just like seeing you in handcuffs, sorry. Oh, a trifling matter.
Sir, I just lost my lover. I'm not ready to get involved again.
Simply that in my head, I think I shall always picture you wearing those shackles. Whoa. Whoa, buddy. Without them, the balance seems all wrong. It's distracting.
I do not like the, what is it, homoerotic undertones here. Like, uncomfy. Sorry?
This is not my main ship.
This is not my ship, man.
So, I decided to restore them for the time's sake. Shall we say you are a stowaway, after all? Oh, yeah.
He thinks this is funny?
You're so weird, bitch. You're so weird. Why are you like this?
Mr. Sholmes.
Yes, that is me.
We do appreciate all your assistance. I'd like to thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Oh, not at all, not at all. And though it's a little late, may I offer my sincerest condolences. The loss of your companion is truly heart-rending. I hope that you'll be able to fulfill some of his aspirations in his honor.
I would have paid money to see Kazuma and Sholmes interact.
Oh, that would have been hot. I'm afraid that won't be possible. We shall be disembarking in the next port in Hong Kong. We have to return to Japan and make a full report about everything that's happened.
What? Wait a minute. It's just me that has to go back, isn't it? I mean, I was the stowaway.
Are you a stowaway too? The term of this study tour were negotiated by the Departments of Justice in both Great Britain and Japan. It was to be one lawyer and one assistant.
Was to be?
In the light of Mr. Asaki's unfortunate death, I'm afraid the study tour can no longer go ahead.
Oh no. I don't care for me, but even though I've been living in a wardrobe for the last 14 days. But where's Susato-san?
Oof. My dear fellows, the majority of the problems have an extremely simple solution, you know. All you require is one lawyer, and the study tour can continue, surely.
Huh?
There's no one else with the necessary qualifications, Mr. Sholmes. We know of no other lawyer.
Qualifications, you say? Any qualifications obtained in your own country will be of little value in Great Britain, I'm afraid.
Oh, but...
But anyway, the voyage to London still promises a good month of time. Ample opportunity, I would say, to find yourselves another suitable lawyer.
Yes.
Where are we gonna find one of those?
Oh no.
Miss Sato?
Yes.
Can I be lawyer?
Do you think that is for me? I might be able to do it.
Is me lawyer now?
Please.
Ooh.
Ah.
IRS lawyer now? But you're not a lawyer, Mr. Naruhodo, no offense.
I stood in court once.
Oh, unless. Are you studying law?
No, I'm not, but
I'm sorry. In that case, I don't think there's even a chance it could work. But as I said, there's still more than a month before we reach England's shores. Isn't that right, Mr. Naruhodo?
yes, I have a month in which to study, to learn what I must to become a lawyer in Great Britain.
Oh, good boy.
Mr. Naruhodo.
That's ridiculous. There's not even any Wi-Fi in here. How are you supposed to study? Are you seriously suggesting anybody could learn all of that in 40 days?
There's only one way to find out.
40-day challenge.
Would work my fingers to the bone, Inspector, every single day. Will you let me try? And if by the time we reach Great Britain, I haven't learned enough to be recognized as a lawyer, I'll take whatever punishment is deemed appropriate.
But why put yourself in such a difficult position?
For Kazuma. He said that there was something he had to do in Great Britain, and that he would sacrifice anything to make it happen. He was passionate about it. I can't let all that passion just come to nothing. And anyway, it's for my own benefit, too.
He's your bro.
I will become a lawyer. I have to.
Do it for him.
What do you say, Mrs. Sato?
I agree with chat. Susato, you were a paralegal. You should know enough about the law, or know enough about the law to be a lawyer. Can I be your assistant?
Yeah, really?
Exactly. Why aren't we doing that?
I mean, it might be because she's like 18 or something, but, you know.
Oh. Aren't we also? What?
I think we're like 23.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Let's see. Oh, she's only 16.
Oh, shit.
You could totally be a lawyer.
But
How
Kazuma
old
was 23, so
Francesca?
I think she was 18.
Hmm.
She might have been 17, but I think she was 18. And that was in Germany, not Great Britain, so...
Also, she a prodigy, so...
Hey, but still, I think it's a wonderful idea.
Thank you.
So, what does our bespeckled inspector friend say? Are you serious?
You can try and fail to protect me, too.
One lawyer and one assistant. The numbers are indisputable. No, it's madness. Yet fascinating, wouldn't you agree?
This is great watching Sholmes's pushiness be not directed at us.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Fascinating. Duty and rules are the dull routine of existence. That we all abhor. Give us interest. Give us fascination. Speak for yourself. Besides, qualifications are no measure of a man. What matters is his character, no. Don't be a stick in the mud. And you've witnessed ample evidence of this man's exemplary character today with your own eyes.
And don't forget 2 weeks ago, too.
Also, you said you'd do anything to amend this, so like, duh.
Exactly, like...
From the early hours of this morning until the very moment now. Despite contending with the passing of his close companion, despite the accusation of guilt, this man has shown resourcefulness, intelligence, and above all, courage. Also, he looks great in those handcuffs.
Still
You're
not
right
comfy
about
with
that.
this.
He looks very good. Damn. Very well. You done convinced me.
Yeah, he's 34.
What an age gap. Wait, does it say how old we are?
No, it doesn't say how old we are. I'm assuming that we're the same age as Kazuma.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
probably.
So,
But still, that doesn't make it any better.
no. It's still icky.
Very well. I'll think of a clever way to word my report to the Department of Justice.
Inspector?
After all, I did just make a promise, didn't I?
Yeah, it was your undoing.
Y'all stressing me out, damn. I said that I'd do anything at all to make up for my shortcomings here.
Oh, thank you, Inspector.
I'm gonna go stress eat now, but not you. If you'll excuse me, I must pay a visit to the captain's quarters, I think, and probably cry myself to sleep. I need to discuss what to do next and how best to make my report. Goodbye, friends.
Are you really prepared to attempt this, Mr. Naruhodo?
Yes, I'm going to try. I wonder, would you consider teaching me what I need to know? You know, everything about being a lawyer?
Oh, buddy.
I would be delighted to help you. I am a judicial assistant, after all.
Thank you.
And Mr. Naruhodo.
Oh, no!
I'd like you to take charge of this.
Oh, I thought this was going somewhere else.
Yeah, Mr. Naruhodo.
And now you're gonna die.
You slept through my best friend's death, so now you have to die. What? Me? Are you sure?
No, look at her face. I'm sure it's what Kazuma-sama would have wanted. Its name is Karuma?
Karuma.
Karuma. It's a great sword. It has been in the Asogi clan for generations.
Very well. I accept.
Should we get a character profile on the sword?
Treasure it always. We'll find out.
One more Susato takedown for the memories. No, that's what I thought was gonna happen. I'm like, are we gonna get flipped?
We do not get one for the sword.
Boo!
So then, Miss Susato, it seems we'll be working together for some time to come yet. Yoroshiku onegaishimasu.
It will be an honor, Mr. Naruhodo. Putting out my notebook. And for the next 40 days, I shan't grant you... Ow! Maverick! I'm gonna smack that dog. He was just barking at Finn, and my foot. He decided to put my foot in his mouth, and as he finished barking, he bit me. Like, not hard, but like, what the fuck, dude? Like, God.
Your foot
Anyway.
apparently needed to be in this dispute.
I may only have 2 dogs next time I'm on stream.
F.
For the next 40 days, I shan't grant you a single minute of freedom. We shall fill every spare moment with study.
Yes, that's exactly what I need.
But before we begin, Maverick, go away. I have an earnest favor to ask you, too.
Oh my god, this is what Kazuma said last time. And then all of a sudden I started living in a wardrobe for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Oh goodness. What is it?
Please throw me to the ground 3 times.
What?
What?
I should never have doubted you. You were Kazuma-sama's closest friend. No, I'm not. Don't assault her.
Yeah, we're not doing a Susato takedown on you.
No.
Number one, because
for-
I will probably get hurt somehow
Yeah.
trying to do it.
Yeah.
But
Of course, you would never have done anything to hurt him.
We'll break her arm.
That should have been obvious to me from the start. But I allowed suspicion to get the better of me. And no matter how upset I was feeling, it was completely unforgivable behavior.
no, you were in shock. You just found out about me stowing away, and the cabin door was locked from the inside.
No, I won't let you make excuses for me. Whatever the circumstances, I should never have thrown you. And not just once, but 5 times.
Okay, but I only get to throw you 3?
What kind of math is this?
That number keeps creeping up, doesn't it?
Please, you must. Just take hold of me and throw me. Do it. Don't even
It
think
really
about
said
it.
yeet.
I'd like to point out, this is how Kazuma kind of just died.
Yeah.
Yeah?
No. I don't even know how. I've never thrown anyone in my life.
Very wise, Mr. Naruhodo. It isn't a skill one acquires without considering training.
Oh, Mr. Sholmes. You're still
I just
here.
wanted to watch the action. Please don't mind me. I'll be in the corner. Fun fact, the name of Karuma is spelled the same kanji as Karuma family from the main games, which was localized as Von Karuma.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah,
clearly
so
it means
Karuma
that the
is-
sword is Franziska's ancestor.
I like it. Yeah, the only thing that I can think of Karuma, and there may be like some obscure kanji, but like Karuma, it just to me sounds like karma.
Oh,
Mhm.
So
same. I observed you throwing technique several times with great interest. I confessed I was most impressed.
when did he see that? One of the weird
I
times
see
he was like
everything.
perched on a wall or the floor or desk or
I presume. Yeah, he's a spider. I presume that would be a form of Japanese wrestling.
he's probably hanging from the light fixture at some point.
Oh, well, in a way, it's not wrestling, but my own interpretation of an ancient jujutsu technique.
Apparently it's called the Susato takedown. Leaves your head swimming, believe me.
How beguiling. I'm a practitioner of the combative arts myself. I am somewhat accomplished boxer.
There he goes, dancing around again.
I wonder if you'd be as kind as to instruct me on the technique of your arresting throw. Please flip him. Do it. Do
Yes.
it, please.
I'd be honored.
Flip this bitch.
I don't
Flip
know
him,
how
flip
I
him.
feel about these two making friends.
Flip him like an Uno card. Then let us not dally. Demonstrate, my dear madam.
Oh, why do I think this is gonna happen to me?
Oh, of course.
Oh no. Yep.
Here we go.
Are you ready, Mr. Naruhodo?
She wasn't good.
Sorry?
Wow. Wow.
As you can see, you throw from the abdomen.
Oh yes, arresting indeed, and that is what you learn from the Susato takedown, is it?
Actually, no. That was the Susato squash.
Oh, the squash. Oh.
Please excuse me, I'm just gonna lie here. In my groggy state of consciousness, a scene from an evening recently spent with Kazuma flickered into my mind.
Hmm.
Oh no. Was it a hot scene?
So which sword are we looking at here?
Right.
Karuma.
Oh my god. That's right. It is a prized sword that has been passed down through the generations of the Asogi clan.
Can't believe you managed to get permission to bring it with you. I mean, taking a katana on a study tour is more than a little irregular, surely.
Hot.
Please tell me I learned how to do this.
A Japanese man's sword is his soul, Ryunosuke. I can't be parted from my katana.
Well, you can use it on me. I mean, what?
Ayo.
Karuma gives me life. I truly believe that.
So
Yeah,
its name compels its wielder to slice evil in two? Not that you need much compelling.
These games always take forever to wrap it up.
They do.
Come on. Fucking good lord. On that subject, there's something very important I have to do in Great Britain. Oh my god. And I'll sacrifice anything to make it happen. I'd appreciate you seeing it through with me.
Of course I will. Whatever it is, I'll see it through to the end with you.
I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Thanks, babe.
So, sword techniques now. That important thing he had to do. I still don't know what that was. Why is this man, like, so vague? He's like, I need to do something with you. I'll tell you about it in 5 weeks. It's fine. But ouch. Sorry, I just hit myself in the face. But I'm going to see the place for myself and work it out. In Great Britain's capital, London. Did we make it? And
Thank God.
Owari! We did it!
Tanjobi omedetou.
Happy birthday?
Yes. Happy birthday. We finished the game.
We did finish the case. All right, so thank you, man. Omedetou gozaimasu, but that's okay. So next stream is Thursday at 10 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock Pacific. It's just Mana and I, right? No Lemur?
Correct.
Yeah.
Boo.
Listen, I got stuff to do. I would rather be hanging out with you and my sweet daughter for her 6th birthday. But I got stuff.
Yeah. So yeah. So come join Mana and I playing Danganronpa. Anyone got any announcements that we didn't talk about at the beginning?
Nope.
No. But yeah.
All right.
Happy belated birthday, The Rock. Anyway.
All right. So yay, we finished this. Have a good night. Wash your hands, wear your masks, get vaccinated, and we will be back on Thursday. Have a good night. Bye.
Bye.